Gonna do a video to show you how to to fit our bucket recliner seats, racing style seats in the BMW Mini. So there's one we fitted there. You can see it's got the headrests, and the cool thing about this is you retain your seatbelt pretensioner. There's no drilling of the car, no modification of the car involved at all. It uses the original runners and the original slider mechanism there, you can see. So we'll show you how to fit that. I'll talk you through what we've got to do. So this is a BMW R50 Mini. So this is the Mini where your headlights lift up with the bonnet. Should be the same on all of them. So that's the seat we're going to fit there. And this is the seat we've taken out, or we've taken out. We've done another video, we'll put the little link down there, how to take the seats out. And what basically we've designed is this little sort of sandwich plate. So we're going to show you how to take the rails and the recliner and the seatbelt pretensionary bit there off of this seat. And then what's going to happen is the rails will bolt to the floor. This adapter plate bolts to the top of the rails, and then there's some bolts that go up through these inner bolts here and go up to the seat. So from the top down it's a sandwich with your seat on the top of this on top of the runners, and then the runners bolt to the holes in the floor, which are these 4 holes here on your floor. So right, that's what we're doing. If you want to see how to do it, this is what we're going to do now. Right, and Ian knows how to do this. So the first thing we're going to do is undo this seatbelt pretensioner. So little safety warning here, a seatbelt pretensioner is an explosive device, so do treat it respectfully. So what Torx bolt we got on there, Ian?
That is a, when it comes round,
he's
T50.
A T50, he's a monster.
You'll need a few size tools.
And it's worth doing this first because it's quite a big bolt and it's quite hard, and also you want to get rid of the explosive bit.
Yeah, trying to hold this bracket once you've got the runners off is a...
Because that's how Ian did it on the first seat.
Yeah, I found out the hard way. Not impossible if you do leave this on.
Alright. So we're still attached by a wire, so that's the mechanical fixing. So
on this one, I take a sharp pull.
Go on, heave Charlie Mouse. I mean, we're not too worried about our old seats, but no, the other one just pulled off on poppers, didn't it?
This one in theory should.
Oh, he's straining, he's going red. Go on. Oh, look. Almost looked like I gave you a hand then. Yeah, right. So with that out the way, look, we can see. So that's up. So it's the blue connector.
So it's the blue plug.
Blue plug, and you spin that, and you give that a little rotate.
Degrees.
He pops out. That's easy.
Nice and easy. It's just on a couple of little clips here. Wiggle it back through.
Okay. Right, that's it. Just move that. We're going to get it past that little bit of felty trim, or yeah, go on, you do it. Right, so that's that. Right, I'll have a look at that. So yeah, so that's the bit we're going to reuse. That's one of the bits we're going to reuse. But obviously, it's good to be able to reuse the seatbelt pretensioner and the original seat belts. So we can put that back. Right, what's next? Let me move that out your way.
We can remove the runners.
Yeah, remove the runners. So that's these Torx, and what are those?
T40.
T40.
So that'll be the same size as you use to get the seat
But if
out.
you have a look here, they're quite close. The tops of the bolts are quite close to the seat. So we've had to use one of these little T-bits.
They're also really tight.
They're really tight. Right, so the bolt's a little bit tight, but Ian's got a little tip we'll share with you. Just put a ring spanner over the end, gives you that bit of leverage there. You need to do that a couple of times just to get in through the tight bit.
Should be good.
So there's, how many bolts aside? So there's two at the top there, is there?
Yeah.
And 2 at the bottom?
Yep.
Yeah. So I'll just have a little look at those while he's doing that. So we've taken them out of this side. So there's one there.
And don't
one
lose
there.
these ones.
We've left one in at the bottom down here. Oh, where is he? There. And there. And now, and these bolts we're going to reuse. So let's have a look what they're quite short little bolts with the Torx head in them. Now the rearmost one has this little sort of doorstop thing going on around him. He's fundamentally the same length and everything, I think that's just because he's exposed. When you tilt the seat forward, he's the rearmost one on the back of the rail there, and I think it's just because you can see it, it's more of a cosmetic than functional thing. So yeah, this runner mechanism's got 2 rails, and then you've also got this sort of lever mechanism going across here to the grab. So we're going to reuse all that off the old seat. How you fighting on there, Ian?
Yeah, not bad.
At least they're not that long.
So I've got the ratchet for this last one.
Yeah, so the bottom ones you can get, you're not so confined by the seat being in your way, so you can get the ratchet on there. Right, we'll finish that off and then come back. Okay, so once you've undone, it'll all get a bit loose and wobbly. We've still got the one, we've left the one in tight. Do you want me to whip that one out here? Oh, you
Separate the two.
okay, oh, well, it all comes apart, okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
It'll all fall apart on you.
So we got the thing, okay. Now that one's still held in, is that because of that reclining?
That's got the
Wire.
reclining wire, yeah. So you need to...
So it's a bit fiddly, but take your time.
It's a bit fiddly, but using all of this, it should all be reversible.
Yeah.
If you ever want to go back to standard seats or anything like that, it's just a case of unbolting it and rebolting it.
So there we go, so we've got that one there. Right, and what have we got holding that one on then?
I should just be able to see 30, I think it is.
So that's the recliner mechanism there, is it? Can we get into that? Yeah.
You should be able to.
And obviously we can keep the cost of the seats down by not making all a slider mechanism.
Yeah, you don't need to buy a slider mechanism. Obviously, if you were to fit other seats, you'd have to buy subframe, slider mechanism and all of that. But
Yeah, there's not many. I had a quick Google around, and not many of the Mini guys selling the full kit. So, right. Right. Yeah.
ready?
Yeah.
And then
That twists
that
out.
just
does it?
lifts out, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's all your recliner mechanism.
But we don't need any of that other than the bolts. Right. So let's
You
have a
should
look.
have both sides looking the same as each other.
Looking the same as each other, right?
And then these 2 forks
Yeah.
at the back hook into these little rubber bits.
Yeah. Now, on those
And
go,
then they
those
align.
bushes go in those little eyelets there. Yeah. Okay, I got it.
And then that's your runner mechanism.
Right. Okay.
And that's what we need to take off of the seat.
Off the seat. Right. So we've got the runners off. One thing we also need to get off the seat is the bracket for the pretensioner, the seatbelt pretensioner. This only applies if you are going to reuse the seatbelt pretensioner. If you're going to put harnesses in, you won't need to do this step. But so it's this bracket here we've got to remove, and it's riveted on here. So the only way to get that off is to drill or grind it out. So we've got the angle grinder, you've got your safety glasses on it. Yeah. Good job, so careful because it could still be hot.
It might need a...
Might just need a little tap out. Yeah, we'll give it a little tap out. Right, so we're just going to give it a little... That's it. There we go, careful because it might be hot. But that's the bracket we need, and we're going to go and bolt that bracket onto our subframe when we've got it built up.